All right. Welcome to another beautiful Saturday morning with the usual suspects. We have all the ladies back today. You can see everybody here. And let's see. Thanks for coming, right? And listening. We appreciate all you guys that listen to us and our shenanigans each week. And I don't know. Welcome back, Miss Delilah. Right, we want to give her a welcome back. She's wearing her Xbox jacket.
Feel good to be back.
Mine, yeah. It is about to get cold. Is it cold out there?
No, I'm just stunned. You know what I'm saying? It's not cold.
That's exactly what I knew. I knew it.
Right?
I knew it. Something
Let's see all them patches. Let's see. What it do? What it
all
do?
the patches she got.
Yeah.
See,
I know she got a little flight jacket and shit.
Too. Yeah, you know.
All right.
I knew she was studying.
She top of the world, Craig. All right. Why she go off camera though?
Because I wanted to get the other patches, and then so it's like,
she got more. Look,
right.
Please.
What the fuck?
You can swap them out and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm jealous.
Sharing is caring. You know, that's what I'm gonna say. Sharing is caring. Don't forget your girls.
You know what I'm saying? She got the HD patch.
Low key facts. Let
me let y'all know now. I'm still recovering from a cold, so you're gonna hear my voice sound a little deeper, and you're gonna have to hear my raspy laugh. So be ready for that. Let's get into what we've been playing. I'll go with Miss CHAREECE first, since she's right below me. I mean, you had an opportunity to move yourself, honestly.
you know what? And I always forget. Everybody else always moves me around, but I never forget to move myself around.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do better next time.
Yep.
And what did I play this week? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Life was life in this week because again, started a new job last week. Back in school, and so life was kind of hard this week. Oh, I did start a game. I started my challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. The 2 hours.
I thought I was doing good for those 2 hours until
and then the end got you.
The end got her real good. She's like,
Yeah.
man, I'm out.
I was waiting too. I was like, damn, we 2 hours in, they ain't had no scary stuff yet. Yeah.
Yo, why y'all?
We're praying. She like this. Oh my God.
Right.
I wasn't ready. Okay, like, but that's the whole point of alien movies. Like, they don't really show up until the last little bit of it. So that's kind of fitting that it didn't show up until the last little bit of my 2 hour stream.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully I can play again this Sunday.
Okay.
Play another 2 hours. Maybe we're gonna try to do 2.5.
Are you doing it in the daytime or nighttime? Because I'm gonna fit that in my schedule. While maybe I'll do my feed or do my nails while I play.
Ma'am. I gotta be deaconess for a little bit, so it's probably gonna be in the evening night.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's so anyway.
I'm happy it's not me.
Hallelujah. Well, look.
You know what? Next time, people.
It's me.
You are luckily not in the next one.
Right.
But I did find a game, so I did want to propose this to you guys. So I did find a scary game that you play with people.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that the challenge would be to see who out of us could stay playing the longest. And
I would last 2 seconds.
The person who lasts the longest gets to pick the next person to play the next scary game.
My God.
Why we can't vote? Why we just can't vote like we always do?
I mean, we can, but this would be one thing that we would have to play together. Is what I'm saying.
What's the game?
I have to look for it.
Oh damn, she don't know the game.
I mean, I can look for it right now, guys.
I feel like she's setting us up.
I feel like so. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I feel like she's for real.
She's setting us up.
I'm saying,
I'm saying right now, disclaimer: I'm not agreeing to anything.
I concur. I'm not with it, man. I'm not with that right now. I'm just
okay. Y'all some scary bitches is what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing is we a bunch of scary bitches. So
we ain't gonna
at
lie
times,
to you.
yeah. At times, yeah.
Look, until we have the documentation in the wording, in the contract,
in the Google Docs.
crazy.
I'm
But yeah,
sorry,
y'all.
That's all I played this week besides my mobile gaming because I can play that at my desk at work. You know what? I need to really start bringing my Steam Deck to work. I might do that.
I love my Steam Deck.
I might start doing that.
I want the OLED now, man. I'm jealous.
Oh, that OLED is pretty.
It is pretty. My daughter was looking at it like that would look better.
Wait, is the screen bigger or just? I mean, I know
it's
OLED,
a little bigger and it's much brighter in depth and all that.
Yeah, OLED is just man, it's night and day to me. It's night and day.
You know, at this point, Valve need to like hook us up with a sponsorship or something. I'll take a $5 gift card to Steam, because baby, so pretty.
I think it's this one, Phasmophobia. It's a horror investigation game.
I heard that game.
Yeah.
I heard that game.
You heard of it? Yeah.
I heard of it. Yes. It is indeed scary.
Oh my gosh.
It says you can play.
We got it.
It says you can play with a group of 3 players, so I guess you can't play with 4.
Oh, well, that leaves me out.
I'm out there.
Leaves me out.
Y'all some scary hoes.
She gonna call us scary hoes, but she a scary hoe too.
Cause at least I'm down to like do this. Y'all like,
how about this? I watch.
Man.
Y'all got it,
anyway.
man. Listen.
Is that it? Is that what you gonna play on Sunday? All right.
We
can hold you to it.
You better get some tips and tricks without spoilers, girl, because you going out to struggle, girl. I'm telling you.
I thought I was doing well. Now,
girl,
look. Did I not turn the electric? Again, this girl is stupid. You done blew up while trying to get to the ship you're trying to get to. And people are running across the screen talking about, don't go that way, don't go. And you're just going to go the way they tell you not to go.
I mean, isn't that how the movie be?
Yeah, that's how the movies be.
Yeah,
so stupid. Like,
girl, you better
be yelling at the screen. Like,
you gotta find to defend yourself.
Don't go in there. Don't run in there.
I did so I'm collecting stuff, trying to, make sure I have, because it's survival, right? So I'm trying to make sure I got enough supplies on me. I got a flashlight, but I need batteries because that shit be going down.
At a certain point, they're gonna tell you no, because if most horror games don't let you hold on to a lot of shit, they're not gonna let you be no pack.
Look at her, stop trying to spoil my mood.
I mean, she's not lying.
Right? Yeah, they be like limited resources.
It's gonna be like Resident Evil. You'll be worried about it.
Even the last one I played, I was like, "Yo, this is some shit."
I'm trying to get blueprints so I can craft stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I think I only got like 1 blueprint so far. But then I haven't unlocked a lot of stuff. And again, this don't look like I'm at an airport or a train station. What kind of space station am I even at?
It looked like a space station to me. I was watching it.
Like what's it supposed to look like?
Because it looks like an airport. Like if you went in and had immigration on this side, it had for it didn't look like
immigration.
It was weird.
It's a travel. It's one of those. It's a travel ship.
It's a travel. It wasn't regular people were there. This wasn't a worker type space station. This was like normal people were going there to travel with, and like they had like a little shopping center. Like there was an arcade there.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, y'all dead." I just know it.
Yeah, they got caught up
by accident. If this doesn't work there,
wrong time.
Oh my god! See, I feel very bad. But as for an older game, it is kind of pretty. But I am playing it on PC, so that probably helps a little bit. But I am playing with my Xbox controller, and that's always nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I only died like 3 times, 4, 5.
Okay.
But it was nice. Thank you to everybody who came through the chat and was cheering me on and was laughing at me.
Yeah, I look getting some good clips on Sunday.
I was cooking dinner. I was like, yes.
Right?
Stop it, eyes.
I had you on big screen above the fireplace. Like, yeah.
That's okay. You ain't got to do that. You can just watch on your phone and put it over in the corner. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're going to try to get back.
Watch on 2 devices because I need to be able to chat. You know what I mean?
No, that's okay.
Can't do that on the big screen. All right, so that's all Chareece been doing. What about Miss Lady?
Okay, so I want to talk about this game right here, Towerborn.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that it got released to early access this week, and I didn't really mind it. But Super G sent me a message about this game during Steam. So he was like, just try this game out. Just try it out. I was like, man, I might not even fuck with it. I don't know what. I just seen, the trailers and, a commercial, advertisement here and there. It wasn't like heavily advertised. So I took a chance and I got it. It was, I think $24.99 for the silver Founders Pack edition. So you get early access to the game. And then you get like some Founders drip, like a cosmetic that you put.
And this is all through Steam, right? So it's only on.
It's on Steam. It's on Steam. Because I thought I could play it on Xbox, but apparently you can't get it on Xbox. And this is a free to play game that's going to come down the road, but I thoroughly enjoyed this game. It is a beat 'em up with some light RPG elements. How light? Well, when you go to these runs, you're gonna get like gear, and then it'll be like a level 17 gear, up to your stats. Each gear set has different stats, like it'll add bleed or will add HP to you and your party. Also, they have different classes. So they got the one with the sword and shield. They got one, I don't know the name, but it's one with a big staff. Like magic, because they got like light magic elements, but certain classes. I personally like this. I think there's the Shadow Binder. I think that's the name. And it's more of a roguelike character. So they got 2 blades. You do these runs in this big open world map, and to unlock the map, you gotta go to each tile, do the run, complete the run, you open up the map. That's how it is. Each class have different combos, which to me, they're satisfying to me. I'm enjoying like the combos that you can come up with during each of your classes. I've been playing solo and I've been playing with some homies, and it's better with friends. I mean, after a certain period of time, me playing this game, I was like, man, I could just turn off the music and put on my little mixtape in the background and, just do my little runs. Nice. This is way much better than friends, with friends. I can see myself playing with friends on when it gets free to play. I played about 5 hours already of this game, and this is the footage is the very beginning of this, me learning everything about the game. So what else did I play? I played some Call of Duty, but that ain't nothing. It's just, it's.
I mean, we had fun.
We had fun, but it's not something like.
It ain't nothing.
Because let me tell you, sometimes when me and LBOOGIE just play together, we do amazing. We get dubs. But sometimes we have just people that come in, or certain vibes happen, and I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't no carrying. I'm gonna tell you, playing with me at LBOOGIE, we ain't no carrying us. We got it. Sometimes we'll be carrying y'all. So, but we played some Call of Duty, Modern Warfare yesterday. I think Warzone we had a dub on Warzone yesterday. So that was good. Also, I think the last week was the last weekend for the Black Ops 6 beta. Mm-hmm. And that was sweaty. It was.
It's Call of Duty. What do you expect, though?
We knew it was gonna be sweaty, and I feel like we got a ton more dubs there, like when we were playing that.
Yeah, because we knew the layout of the map, and the people that were just playing that weekend didn't know nothing, so we had a little bit of an advantage. Max level, so we got all the little gets and gadgets and stuff like that, and I can't wait and it's on Game Pass. Whew.
Yeah. It's like I don't even have to worry about it. I know I'm getting.
I ain't gotta worry about it. What I am worried about is the zombies on Black Ops 6 side, because it's looking more like DMZ with zombies and not OG round-based zombies. So that might be an issue. So what makes or breaks me is going to be that campaign. If that campaign was like the last title of Call of Duty, then we might have a problem. If it's more like Cold War, then we'll be okay, because Cold War was a good campaign. So, and last but not least, I've been playing Black Myth Wukong. I think I'm almost done with chapter 3. I'm just have to tie some loose ends on that. And I'm telling you, this is a good story. I really need to like read Journey to the West now. You know what I'm saying? That's how good the game is to me. The different build sets you can do on different bosses, and just it feels like Souls like dancing. You know what I mean? You know their rhythm, and you try to counter their rhythm, and try to beat the bosses. So for me, I'm enjoying it, and I hear that they're pulling DLC, they're gonna add on new shit, and down the road is going to be a part 2 to this game. So I'm glad that the game, despite its controversy, because it had some, I'm enjoying my experience. I'm playing that on the PlayStation 5, and I'm still enjoying the experience. It's not perfect. It does have some input lag. If it's a little too much shit on the screen, you will see the frames drop a little bit. I got to be real transparent with you on that. But as far as like the transitions, the world layout, I'm really enjoying that experience. So if you can catch this on sale, please get it on sale. I did not. I think I bought it like a week later after release. But if you want a good adventure and use your PlayStation 5 because it's just sitting back there, that's a good game to do. You know what I mean? So it's been an all around like rotations of different games and different platforms this week. So I'm cool with that. That's all I've been playing this week. Delilah?
Let me unmute. I'm sorry I had to unmute. So first of all, it's good to be back. As I think you all mentioned that I was on vacation, went to Southern Caribbean. So went to Curacao and Aruba. And on the way back, they stopped at Perfect Day Coco Cay. It was beautiful. Nice to kind of be on the beach and enjoy the water and all that stuff. Eat great food. It was an amazing time. But I'm definitely glad to be back. And so everyone who's watching, thank you for tuning in. We definitely appreciate it. As far as what I've been playing and what I did get to play while I was on my vacation, I took my Series S, and some of you in the chat may know, and I know the ladies know that I have the little screen that you attach to the Series S, and so it's my travel device whenever I'm traveling. And so while I was in the middle of the ocean, I was playing in my downtime. I was playing like Sea of Stars. I played a little bit of Dungeon of Hinterberg, which I absolutely hated that game. I didn't like it. I did not like it. And maybe I just didn't give it a chance because like I only played like maybe the first 15 minutes or so. I'm not feeling it. Dungeon of Hinterberg. Dungeons of Hinterberg.
I remember you talking about that. So you don't like it, huh?
Yeah, it hasn't grabbed me. Like I'm just like, I don't know where it's
going. It ain't hit. That's what she's saying. It ain't hit.
Because you know what, a game like when it comes out, if it don't get you in those first 30 minutes to an hour, that could be a problem. Like, and I only played 15 minutes, so maybe I just ain't gotten there yet. But even with that, I just wasn't that like, oh, I gotta continue playing the game. Like it wasn't something that said, oh, I gotta go back to it. I have nothing in my body that says, let's jump back in. What else? Played a little bit of Starfield. That was it. I mean, I think that was it. Because like, anytime you're on a cruise, like they have shows and dinner times and stuff like that. And very seldomly when you get like some downtime. I did a lot of like relaxing though. Like I forced myself to have like these pockets of time because I just really wanted to like turn my mind off and think about like some life things. Like I really want to kind of focus on just not worrying about work, not worrying about family stuff. And so it was nice. I definitely feel renewed, recharged, and just excited to be back. I missed all of you, especially the ladies. Y'all, I missed y'all. And lady actually reached out to me when I was on the ship because she's like, welcome back. She thought I was back because she saw me playing Xbox. And I was like, I'm actually in the middle of So I appreciate that. Thanks for speaking.
I thought you was back. I was like, oh, she back.
Nope.
No, I'm still in the water. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but it was cool. And I'm definitely having a little, because anytime you come back from a cruise, it's like now you got to think about like, adulting kicks back in, right? You got to cook yourself again. You got to like.
Did it hit you like a ton of bricks, like it normally does when you come back from vacation?
The first day, yeah, I was like, "Dang, it's dinner time!" Like, look at the watch. You're like, "Oh, I got to cook that myself. I got to fix it myself. Oh, I got to, So yeah, it hits you a little bit when you get back because it's not, you no longer like, it's reality. Like, you have to get back to it. You got to do everything yourself. Like, you can't just be like, "Here's my clothes," and then wash them. It's different for sure.
What package y'all rolling with? Where they wash your clothes?
Yeah, you can. So yeah.
Don't you have to pay extra for that though?
No, like you just got to make sure you do the request and you tell them like what it's for. You can send an outfit and be like, I need this pressed, I need this cleaned, I need this for.
Yeah, but that's pressed, right? That's not them doing your laundry, right? Like
they'll wash it.
Yeah, but you're giving them a sack of clothes and they're washing all your laundry.
No, that's not. No.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't get that misconstrued. I'm talking about.
I'm like, what package you got? That's what I'm saying.
No, like an outfit. Like I'm wearing this.
Right. You asking for dry cleaning, basically, right?
Yeah, dry cleaning. Yeah, basically. I couldn't think of dry cleaning. I don't know why it escaped my brain, but I couldn't think of dry cleaning. But yeah, so they have like little things. Like we had a package where we was able to get room service and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was nice, man. It was a good time. It was a good time. We had even on the ship, like we had a balcony.
Yeah.
So you could
veranda.
See, like
I don't know why they call them verandas.
Oh yeah. So you could see out and like it was just beautiful to wake up to that, and it's like, man, beautiful views. The sun on the water kind of thing. It was just, man, I miss it a little bit.
Right. I mean, you get it's crazy because you get certain aspects of that, like in the Navy, right? Like while we're out in the water, like, you have like a break or some shit like that. And you're like, man, this is fucking beautiful. But then you got to go back to the sun. So it was awesome when I went on my first cruise because I was like, yo, this is so nice. Like you relax the whole time. I gotta go bust my ass and then I get to relax a little.
That's it. It's like you could when I say turn your brain off, like you don't have to think about work. You don't have to think about bills for at least that moment. Like you don't think about nothing. Like you just.
I think that's why I love cruising so much. It's like really you can really detach. Not like when you go on like a regular vacation. Like if you go to a destination. I don't feel like you can relax. Right.
Yeah, it's an all-inclusive deal is the best deal. I found out when I got back that because my favorite stop that we did on the cruise was Aruba.
Okay.
And I can't wait to go back to Aruba. Like I absolutely loved Aruba. I thought it was beautiful. And just the island, like it's to give you an idea of just how small that island is. It's like, was it 21 miles wide, 9 miles long. Yeah.
It's and like 9 dip in the ocean.
Oh, yeah, it's super small, but it just stood out to me because it's like even the vibes. It was just everybody was having a good time. It's definitely all it's for traveling. I mean, the traveling industry is 80% of their GDP, so it's like
right.
That's what it's all about. Like trying to show you a good time every time. It was just cool, and so I found out when I got back though that like Delta does direct flights from Atlanta to Aruba.
Right. That's it. It's a wrap.
Right.
That's
right.
it.
Our biggest things. I don't like to stop. Right. I don't want to go like. I'm going somewhere I don't like to go from, if you fly from Atlanta, then you got Texas. Like when I go to LA, sometimes it's a cheaper flight so to get the stops. So you'll have a layover like in like Texas or something before you get to LA. This is just direct back and forth. So I'm like, listen, I told my husband, I'm like, look, we got to go back to Aruba. Like, and so I've been looking at like their all-inclusive deals and stuff like that. Just because, I mean, y'all, I'm telling y'all, these beaches, they're clear, like crystal clear beaches. Like it's beautiful, man. And
Aruba. Okay. Okay. Put that on my list.
I just want to go back.
All I know is we ain't playing shit. It's been months. I've been trying to get y'all to plan something. And I honestly don't want to hear about you playing nothing else.
No.
I already had stuff on the docket. I already had stuff on the docket, and I already visited CHAREECE. So like, I already had stuff. But now it's like, yo, we can start talking about it because like my plans outside of like visiting my sisters and stuff.
Are we supposed to be? I did not ask y'all a couple weeks ago. Talking about, okay, what's the hotel situation for our trip for October? And y'all said that you and Lady.
Still happening?
As far as I know, it was. You and Lady were looking at Airbnbs, but y'all never got back to me to let me know how much I need to send y'all and pay for it.
I have discussed my situation off camera, so I won't know.
We can take this offline. But I'm game. Y'all know me. I know Boogie game. I'm game. So like we just need to talk about it and be about it. It's nothing. I mean, I just had some other things, planned out that now that the stuff's done. Like I said, outside of I definitely got to make time for my family. Y'all know how November can be. You know what I'm saying, as far as like Thanksgiving and things like that. And I'm probably gonna be taking a trip for work in our first week of December. So, but between there, like it's whatever. It's whatever. So, just let me know.
I do have a question though. We were talking off camera about the game that you were thinking about getting, Delilah.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it back there, but all right.
Oh yes. Oh, so it's interesting because Lady Foxfire mentioned in the chat because I definitely want to. This is one that's been top of mind for me because I keep seeing clips of it now. Every time I see clips, I turn it off because I don't want to get nothing spoiled. But Space Marine 2, that's definitely next on my list. I downloaded it right before I jumped on here.
So I see you play crossplay.
I got it on a Xbox. Come on, y'all. That's if it's on Xbox, I'm getting it there first. I'm just saying. I got the X, so I mean.
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna get it on PC. But I saw that it says we could crossplay, so.
Yeah, I think it's only 3 players, right? I think it's only 3
I don't know.
players.
I didn't see how many players total.
Yes, I think it's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Which is booty cheeks.
Yeah, that is booty cheeks. I would hate Destiny for starting that because I'm telling you, if Destiny would have done that, no other game would have been trying to follow suit. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But
I got $10 off on my Xbox rewards, so you know what I'm saying.
Well, on the X and the S, it's also $69.99, and on the PC is I can get it from CD keys for $51.
Ooh, but I saw the minimum requirements for that game, and I don't want to risk it. So if I do get it, most likely I'll get it on there.
For me, I can do that.
Well, I out here camping on the app and saying that my PC gonna run better than my Xbox X because when it comes to Space Marines, I think it's gonna go more towards the console.
And the only reason why I lean toward it too is because I can play it on the Steam Deck, natively there. I don't have to stream it across.
So it might be a cop. It might be a cop.
I already bought it, so I'm pretty sure.
I already bought it. Yeah. It's one of those things to where I done seen enough. And I heard it's a definitely throwback to the 360 days on type of game it is. So I'm with it. So I'm definitely gonna try this Tower Born game that the lady's playing here right now, and then Space Marine. But that, I guess that's it for intros. I guess
not really, because I didn't do mine. Because
I'm sorry.
What I was going to do was talk about what I played, and then talk about how I want to play something new, and then talk about what we just talked about. But apparently, I'm not the host today.
No, she's not. So let me just change the order real quick.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do that right there. There we go. There we go.
But again, no. How am I still second?
It's really that person. It's that person.
It's really
the one that was like, oh, what about this? Okay, so you host now. Yeah, you.
Ain't nothing but a thing.
Okay.
Really can all host for real. We all
ain't nothing but a thing.
But get out of here. Get out of here.
Don't put me on top thinking I won't do it. I will do it. I will not cut you off any longer. My apologies.
Right.
Yeah, my bad.
Y'all hold it to her.
I haven't
Look at you
really played
everything,
much this
chat.
week because I've been sick. But I did play Call of Duty last night with Lady, and hopefully I can play a little more because I only have like 2 more little spots on my battle pass, and I kind of want to get them done. Other than that, I'm looking for my next game, which looks like it's gonna be Space Marine 2. And I'm wondering why Hogwarts is now at the top of the charts again. Did they release some new stuff? It's weird.
They got that Quidditch game.
I know, but it's not. The Quidditch game is totally separate. It's not a part of Hogwarts Legacy. But I noticed that Hogwarts Legacy is back in the top, top games list. So I was just wondering.
Only thing that came out, like I said, that limited edition's mission that was on PlayStation finally dropped for everybody. Okay. But like that was months ago.
Right. I don't know. But so yeah, so I guess I'll be playing Space Marines later. Yeah. Let's get into topics. So the first one, I'll hand it back off to Miss Lady. She can talk again now. Dragon Age, the Veil Guard. It looks like it's getting promising reception. So I sent you guys IGN's take, which, you know, I rarely take stock in their take, but it's crazy, right? Because I don't take too much stock when they say something is like crazy good, right? And then if they say a game is horrible, I also think, it might be okay, right? But it seems to be getting promising reception from various people. I know you guys are probably like the bigger fans here with this game. How do you guys feel? What the reception is seeing and how the game looks right now?
For me, okay, I can dig it. I love it's like, how can I say this? I'm enjoying the gameplay and I'm intrigued to know what's really going on in this world. Compared to the older titles, it's looking clean. Low key. It's definitely on my horizon. Definitely seriously thinking about copping it. Like 85% sure, but I know that I'm intrigued on this type of stuff, but I need to know what CHAREECE's take on it, because she knows everything. This is her bread and butter. We've been talking about this game for years. So I want to make sure that, it's really worth the money that I'm spending. And it's not a lot of, fluff. Because sometimes those type of games can have that. I ain't going to say which one, though. So, CHAREECE, how you feel about that?
It's a day one buy, boo. But I will... BioWare they were my number one. They have fallen off in a couple of years, but this is a different team than normal. But it is the Dragon Age team. The last Dragon Age Inquisition came out 10 years ago? Give or take a year. Because I think we got the last DLC probably a year after it first dropped. So we haven't heard from them in a while. But this one looks absolutely fabulous. Like the gameplay looks good. It's an open world type game, but it's still linear so where you won't get lost out in the world, because like I can pull up Inquisition right now and sometimes I can't remember what I was doing, and it's like it takes you a while to get back into it. From where this right here looks like it's tighter, if that makes sense. Like it's still open world, but it's a smaller open world, so you won't get as lost as you could in Inquisition. The storyline finally picks up from where Inquisition left off, with them basically, this is not a spoiler, people, destroying the veil, and the Elden gods are coming back to wreak havoc on us. And we have your party looks nice. You can romance your entire party. You can play a male, female, and most likely I would do both. I don't know. It looks very fluid. The animations look good. The fighting looks nice, because I'm usually a mage, or I'm either a mage or a rogue, because I like the dual blade. And it just looks good. It looks very good. I'm trying to stay away from the story so much, but It looks good. But I will say people who are unsure if they want to jump back into Dragon Age, because again, it has been 10 years. Things could have changed. You're unsure if you want to jump into a long RPG of this nature. If you got EA Play, which you do if you got Game Pass, you got 10 hours for a free demo, which is the actual base game. Play them 10 hours. And if you like it, buy the game. That's all I can say for you.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Is it? Don't you get that game at a discounted price if you decide to get it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And then I can add my Microsoft rewards on top of that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's
what are y'all saying?
So if you got Game Pass, you have EA Play. So if you got EA Play, you can play 10 hours of any EA game. So download the game, play the first 10 hours. Make sure if you do play the 10 hours that you do not, you know how you go to the home screen and play another game? No, fully close out the game. That way your game will not keep on running in the background and it cuts on your hour. So play your 10 hours. If you like the game, buy the game. You get a discount if you have Game Pass, EA, whatever, if you buy it from there.
And then I said if you have Microsoft rewards,
you get
a deeper discount.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like 50, half off almost.
Yeah, depending on how much it is, how much your rewards are.
Yeah.
Because but you can already play it through EA Play if you have Game Pass Ultimate. If you have Ultimate, you can already play it through EA Play. So why would you need to? Like, I don't understand. Why would you need to still purchase?
Sure. No, you only get 10 hours.
You get 10 hours. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
So if you're messing with it, if you want to mess with it, that's where the
now if you want to wait.
You're gonna wait till it drop fully. Yeah, I got
No, then you still have to, if you want to play it free per se, you'll probably have to wait until next year this time. For EA games, you should go into their vaults a year after they release. So if you want to wait, you feel like waiting, go ahead. By the end of DLC, probably done dropped or whatever, and then you can get it in Game Pass. Again, that's how the records show up. But I don't like waiting, so I'm going to play my 10 hours and probably buy one of the packs to come with it also. So they gonna get my money. And plus it comes out for my birthday. So
that's a birthday game.
That's my birthday game.
It's like they're speaking directly to you, huh?
In my heart, baby. In my heart. Yeah. So
all right. Well, CHAREECE is excited.
I am. When they did that first play that trailer, I was there. Day one.
I know you approached it with some skepticism at first. Like, I don't know about this.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Bro, come on.
Even if it did not look good, I would have to still play this game just to finish out the story. Yeah, but with the video and everything,
oh man, I had to watch the movie. You know me, come on.
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the way it ended, it's like you got to know what's going to happen next.
So
it should be fun.
I had to play. I'm going to play. That might be my next streamable game. I haven't streamed the whole game in a while. I might do that one. But yeah. All right, ma'am. I'm finished. I think.
All right. And then, lady, you don't have anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. So we all know some big news was dropped this week.
It ain't that big, but the big to death.
All right.
Sorry.
It's pretty big.
Right. Lady aside, PS5 Pro was announced along with the specs and a price point. Then we had uproar about the price point, which is $700, and we had a bunch.
You mean unofficial specs? Because I ain't seen the official specs at all.
Yeah, it's more like overview of how it's supposed to work, right? But and then we had a couple of people, dissect what it's actually going to be able to do. And then there was a bunch of, people calling people broke and stuff like that. And then there was a really interesting article by Jez, which talked about, one of the reasons that the Pro's price point is what it is Xbox's fault. And not to say like, oh, it's Xbox's fault, but if you looked into why people say that, it actually kind of makes sense. But because there's no direct competitor, there's no Xbox X Pro, Series X Pro, or anything like that, and you know how Sony is, so they're able to set it at whatever they want to set it. But I did want to talk to you ladies about how you feel this upgrade is supposed to do for PlayStation, about the announcement in general, and the price point. So we can go from the bottom up this time.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna do that. Anyway,
How you know?
I just had a feeling. I just had a feeling.
All right.
I wasn't ready to talk about it, and then you called them. It's like when you're in class and you're teaching on the weekend.
Right.
That's how
I knew you were sleeping, so.
So I'm calling you.
Yep. I'm calling on you. Yep.
So okay. I'm not buying it. You can say that straight up. But
and why not? Tell us why not.
I'm not buying it until I get the official specs released. Like I refuse to, because I'm like, okay, everybody can talk about the performance.
But people have done builds and stuff like that. So how?
I don't know. I just look at it like I want you know how if you're super proud about it bar for bar, something great, like direct compared to something else, you're gonna put out the specs, be like, see, we're 2 times better, see, we're 1 time better than this. You're not gonna just put it out there with no specs. I mean, what electric device come out with no specs? Like I want to know how many hertz, how many FPS legit. Like I want to see the chart where you can be like this versus this, okay, pro, okay, regular, Xbox, okay, boom. Like that's what I want to see. And so to me, it's like I'm trying to justify that 10 to 15% performance bump. Is it worth the upgrade? I have my issues. Y'all know I have my issues with PS5, and so I think it's needed. Like I do think they don't have an X. Like to me they need to upgrade.
I would agree. But did you also see the article when it was a few articles that talked about how it still is not going to guarantee a 60 FPS frame rate?
And that's my point. That's my point right there. It's not like it's to me, the cost has to justify it. And I don't know. That's a lot of money. I started doing the math. I'm like, okay, I definitely want I got games that started on disc. So I definitely got to get the drive. I would need that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I got to include that into the cost. And I'm like, okay, I don't know, fam. I just don't know. So, and then also, with Xbox being my primary platform, clearly, okay, Xbox being my primary platform, it's like,
yeah, because I feel like most of the things they upgraded with were things that they didn't have that the Xbox Series X had, which I don't see a lot of people saying that.
Right, it's like, okay, the games for me, like it's just like, okay, and I see they say, okay, yeah, we're launching this console and it's got 3 new titles that's taking advantage of this, blah blah blah. The only game that I've heard that's taken advantage of the Pro has been Assassin's Creed, and it's like, okay, I'm likely going to play. I got Ubisoft Plus, so I'm likely going to play that on. Yeah.
How much?
So you said what?
We talked about it last week, but you weren't here. How much do you pay for your Ubisoft Plus?
Ubisoft Plus, I think it was like $17 a month, something like that. But it's for their entire Ubisoft catalog, right? Like all of their games or whatever. And but it's weird because like my husband, like he buys Ubisoft games, so we game share. So I don't even listen. I think I had got that doggone Ubisoft Plus right when Assassin's Creed, the little side scroller game, the Metroidvania one came out.
I remember that.
I got it. Because I was like, I'm not paying $60 for this game. I'm not paying, you know what I mean? I think it was like $30 at the time. So I'm not paying full price for this game. I want to see if I like it first. So yeah, that's how I got it. That's how I ended up getting it. And so for me, it's like the only game that's taking advantage of it is this new Assassin's Creed coming out. And I'm like, my 9 out of 10, my husband probably gonna buy it. I'm probably gonna play that. So I don't, it's nothing that's really telling me that I have to go out and buy a PS5 Pro. I just feel like I'm not in the market for this. I think this is gonna be for people who has PS4s and want to upgrade, but they want something a little bit more powerful. I think that's who this is for. This is not for people who already have PS5s, who are, I mean, I just feel like it's.
And I think they said that, right? Which was like wild too. I don't think they've ever released a pro version where they said that they're aiming for a specific audience with it, right? Like that they're aiming for the super fans.
Yeah, I mean, because people still got their PS4s. They're not, because games are still releasing there. So what's the incentive to upgrade? And so they hoping that by releasing this more powerful system, that it's more of an incentive to be like, okay, look, this is a better jump. This is big enough for you to make the upgrade. We know that maybe that gap for the regular PS5 wasn't enough. This is more significant. So come on now, like.
Yeah,
trying to get these folks to jump over, because, like I said, there's a ton of people
still playing PS4s. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, I feel like this isn't for me. And like that 10 to 15% graphics and fidelity improvement, it makes me feel like the same gap between the S and the Series X. Like, well, it's greater. The Series X is way. I don't know why.
I feel like
that's not a good example. But it's not, and when I say 10 to 15%, I'm talking about 10 to 15% over like the Series X, not even the PS5. I think it's more than the PS5 for sure, but I'm talking about over the Series X, like the platform that I play on. So we'll see. Well, that's the stuff I've been reading. So I mean, let y'all correct me in the chat. Let me know if I'm wrong. Like, no, Delilah, it's actually 30%. Because I put a message about it on Twitter, and I got a whole feed to read through about my decision to wait on official specs. So yeah.
So I already know what Lady's answer is going to be, but how do you feel? You can go ahead and.
That's enough for me. It's enough for me, dog. No. I just recently I think I got this PS5 like a few months, like 6 months ago. So for me to upgrade ain't even in the cards.
It's going to take up less space, though.
I don't care what it is. Go ahead. Okay, the thing about it, right? When you have a console that is a PS5 Pro and the only games that you showcase are games from previous generation, it's a huge red flag for me, because they got a list of PS5 Pro enhanced games that are older titles. So you don't have anything that is only for the Pro, only to show how the capabilities of the technology of what's in that box, justifiable for the $200 cost. Not for me. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. I am, y'all internet dogs ain't just to bully me to get a Pro, because y'all cannot be pocket watching this card. Y'all cannot be pocket watching this card. Like Delilah said, it is for the like PS4 players that want a big upgrade. That's cool. I don't think that's an issue. This is definitely going to be for the PS5 loyalists or PlayStation. Oh yeah,
hardcore.
The Sony ponies.
They buying it.
Right. I don't want to hear from like the Sony only people. You better put your money where your mouth is, because this is y'all's. This is all
That's
y'all.
A lot. $700.
Hey, they got it. They got it.
Like it was up to like 829, I think they said. Like,
I put it on my. I tweeted about it. Let me see if I can pull it back up. Like I said, I did the math. I did the taxes, Georgia taxes. I did Georgia taxes. So
Georgia taxes.
I'm just saying.
You talking about 840?
It was like 8 something. Well,
I thought it was 829, but
over $800. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm not doing it. But what I will
it was $879.80. $879.80.
All right.
They got
it. Had the 8 and the 9, right?
They got it.
All right. What about you, CHAREECE? Look at her.
She's like, I'm over here reading something, child.
Right.
Yeah, I'm reading. Right.
You reading the chat.
Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I feel like if they wanted me to buy this game, this system, why didn't they show any games with it? I'm upset that, first of all, I ain't got nothing to play on my regular PlayStation. This shit's still collecting dust. What they should have done was they announced this system, this Pro, this upgrade, and like, hey, these are our new titles that we'll be able to play on this new system. And like Lady said, we'll be able to take advantage of these new upgrades. But when they're showing off Ghost of Tsushima on that shit, like, that game is 2 generations now. Yeah. Let it go. Let that shit go.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see something new on there too.
I would say, like,
that is the perfect time to announce something new.
I know, it's like a new coming game. Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what?
And then they didn't even have to do a full blown trailer on it. It could be like a little snippet with a little bottom in the corner to my coming soon to PlayStation Pro.
They could have teased anything. They could have teased something.
Anything.
Yeah.
Like,
They could have
give me
teased it.
Wolverine. Where they could have did that. They could have did Wolverine.
Yes.
They were basically like, here's a new machine to play the same shit.
The same shit on.
Out.
I can't do that. I can't do that anymore.
To me, it was just that was a bad marketing moment. Like
it was like only 9 minutes, and like you still ain't give us, like DELILAH said, there's actual specs. Like, and I'm still hearing folks talking about that the X is still slightly more powerful than the PlayStation Pro.
No,
I was like, no, I don't.
I heard the CPUs is still like it's the same CPU, but they just overclocked it. So it's like. Right. Yeah, so it's like, okay, you still got, to me, is that still kind of a bottleneck? Like, you still got the same CPU.
That's what I feel like too.
GPU is what's the meat and the potatoes of it. That's what makes it better. It's the GPU.
And I think I said on Discord, like when you only upgrade the GPU and not the CPU, to me, that sounds like we're heading for bottlenecks.
I can't. It's a whole ass no for me.
And I feel like for consoles, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to half step. And I even put it on threads, like, because people were comparing, Xbox announced their 2 terabyte and it was $699 and people were buying that. Well, people were buying that because most people that bought the Series X 2 terabyte were people who didn't have a Series X. I feel like there weren't a lot of people that I heard of that already had a Series X that were buying the 2 terabyte. That aside, I don't want fucking Xbox to come out and say, our next console is going to be $700 and it's not going to be that much of an upgrade from what you already have. I don't want to fucking hear that.
No.
Like, I don't want to hear that from anybody. Like, you're not, because like people were like pocket watching and talking like, you're broke if you don't buy it. Like, no, because I can buy it today.
Right.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Let's get that.
But like, I'm not just going to waste my money.
Yeah. That's just
on a meager upgrade. Like, it's not enough of an upgrade. Like, it would have to be a good deal. Like, you would have to be taking my PS5 that I currently have, and I'm only spending $200 more to upgrade. I would be okay.
I guess
with
I need
that.
to see more. I think that's the bigger thing. Like,
so
let me
if they have like a big deal, because I already saw people turning in their fucking PS5s. Like, I'm like, you're an idiot. Why are you already turning in your shit? Because they're not having like the deals yet, right? So if GameStop ends up having some like crazy ass deal where they're like, turn in your old one, we'll set you up with a new one for $200, then I probably would be likely to do it, just because it would be less size. I don't know how you made this ugly monstrosity uglier, but they did.
They put the three lines on there, like,
what is it? Moving through
Adidas shouted. Adidas.
I didn't get that either. Like, if you had all this extra time, why not just redesign the whole thing altogether?
I don't know. Because they made it a little smaller, but they added the racing stripes.
But see, when you do that, like, they want to keep it in the same design family. Like, going to a little design there. They want to keep it in the same design family to make sure that the fans know that they got it's not a new generation.
Right? It was like, I know you're gonna hate me for this. It's like they know their target audience is like the boy mind, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, how do we make it look faster? Let's add some racing stripes down the side.
I'm mad at that. But that's what they did, though, when you think about it.
Right? They're like, look how cool it is. Has racing stripes.
So it's a little bit taller. Like, I was trying to look at size comparison.
It's
like,
a little skinnier, right?
It's a little skinnier. It's like the same, I think, depth, like thickness of the smaller one, but then taller than, like, the same height as the bigger one. It's like, so it's a little bit shorter, but it's not that much. It's still...
And then on top of that, I don't like the fact also, I don't know if y'all missed it because it kind of went up under the radar. They also raised the price of their controllers this week too.
I know, I did see that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
They increased the DualShock. That's what it's called. And that's what it's called.
Yeah, the DualShock.
DualSense, something like that.
Yeah.
DualSense, something like that. Yeah, I think it's.
And like nobody is. I ain't trying to mean nothing again.
Nobody said nothing about that.
Spend your money on whatever you want to, but We just got PlayStation 5s in the store on a regular, like in the last year.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna this was $700.
Did
like
you
the
see
average
that people
person?
are already showing the fucking disc drive is sold out and people are selling on eBay for $489?
I
Oh
saw
my
that.
god!
Now,
Yeah,
and
that's
let
what
me
y'all
say
get.
this. Let me say this. I'm
It's scalping
telling you
that
right
joint.
now. I want to hear anyone who buys one of these things off market talk about fucking gas prices.
That part.
All you
Ooh.
motherfuckers is complaining about how gas is high and shit like that. But when you go out and you pay extra for an item like this, I can't take you as serious anymore.
That part. You better not say shit about how the cost of a gallon of milk is or a loaf
Right,
of
or
bread.
eggs, or none of that shit. Because
Yo,
you about to
they
go
say
out and
you
buy-
can't complain
No.
about necessities. You can't
You-
complain
that-
about necessities.
There you go. You can.
You can't.
You can.
How the fuck are you complaining about necessities when you're paying triple what something should cost?
Yeah, I don't know. I just hate. I just don't. I'm afraid about what the precedent is
Oh my
set
God.
for the industry.
I'm
You
sorry.
look at, like, what precedent is this going to set for the industry, right? Like,
I know. That too.
so for the next generation of consoles, what's the start? What's the base cost then? Like
Right now,
what is this?
It is
Right.
$600.
And I
It's
said that too. I
$600.
said, this is how y'all gonna end consoles. This will be how you end consoles. Overpricing,
Mm-hmm.
meager hardware will
Mhm.
kill consoles.
Can I do the super chat real quick?
Oh
Sure.
yeah, go ahead and get that for us.
I didn't even see it.
You didn't see it. You
I-
brought it
I mean, like, I saw it and I was trying to get it, but the conversation was so good.
up.
I
Okay.
didn't want to forget.
Well, yeah, we always gotta wait until the conversation dies down. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Read it.
Well, so
Wait, I want to call out something though. Y'all notice how it's no longer covering faces? Okay. Go ahead.
I didn't hear you, but go ahead.
I said call out how it's no longer covering faces when you
The bottom person
the
usually be
bottom
called, yeah.
person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
figured it out, I guess.
I guess.
Update. Somebody was like, y'all know this was happening.
Great.
It's a known issue, Delilah.
Right? It's not a bug, it's a feature, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Ray G4 with the $4.99. Well, Sony gave their hardcore fan base that 9 minutes. They love the 9. And
The 9 inch. You know, they love the 9 inch.
The 9
Yes.
inches. Yeah.
You know what, Rangy Four, go sit in the corner.
Yeah, he did
Right.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
I
In
feel
the
like
corner.
your other comment, it should have been the comment that you put in the super chat. Because he says those are Adidas stripes. And that was way funnier.
I saw somebody on the internet add stripes to their PS5 and said this.
I saw somebody do that. And then of
A lot of
course,
people did that.
The people who need clicks started doing it too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's a no. It's a no.
Okay, so what about the bootlickers who are trying to say, well, if you think about it,
Actually,
Yeah.
I can think of that meme.
when you
you know?
look at the numbers, inflation really puts this on
don't-
par with
not
all the
inflation.
other consoles. So yeah, so
Not the
somebody
inflation
actually,
excuse.
did the calculations, broke it down, and they're like, these are still, these are on par. What's crazy though, I think to me, is that how the PS3 is still egregiously expensive. Like even with back then it was crazy expensive, and when you account for inflation, it's still crazy expensive. But yeah, so what do you think about that? Where people were trying to make sense of the price, the
They gotta
$700
justify, but that people do that all the time. They justify the car. Like right now, like y'all
Yeah.
know, I've been looking at cars and stuff. I'm trying to justify, like, I don't need no damn car, but I'm trying to justify it.
Uh-huh.
Just, so people do that. People
Yeah,
like try to
right.
justify their purchase. That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
this is.
Right. So you think that's it? It's not that their
Yeah.
their head is so far up their own asses.
Sometimes. Like I said, I ain't gonna let nobody on the internet gonna tell me how to spend my money. So don't get mad how I want to go spend my money. If you want to be that way and spend your money on a PS5 Pro, that's your business. You do what you want to do. But
I'm not telling people not to buy it. Believe me, if you want it,
I just say it's not a wise
Okay.
choice. It is not a wise choice. If you already have a PlayStation 5 and you want to go through all that, and I don't think that's wise. And then don't get mad if you buy it and it ain't up to your expectation. You know what the first thing gonna come out of the mouth? I done spent an extra $200 and some plus a disc drive. It is not up to my expectation. It's gonna be that.
They're not.
Wait. Okay,
They're gonna be like, it sucks my balls at night.
It's gonna have to.
Well, what about the people that say? Go ahead, Charisse. Go ahead,
Did
Charisse.
you say that the disc drive is extra? And then I'm reading the chat, and it arranging for talking about that the stand is not included.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Yo,
like, they going like
Super diamond. They
going Apple.
Straight a la carte. A la carte.
Next thing you know, they're not gonna give you a controller. They're gonna say there's enough control. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna say there's enough controllers out there, and we're trying to be ERG efficient and do better for the environment.
Know the marketing for it.
Yeah, I already know.
Damn.
That's why I went to school. Okay, I already know where their mind is at.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're gonna say that it's gonna help the environment if they don't put out so many controllers. So they're not gonna give you one. You buy one.
Quick question: how much did they raise the price of the controller for?
They only raised it like $5 in the United States. In the United States, I don't know. I'm not sure if they raised it in other countries.
I thought that was Japan. Well,
it was us for this week.
Okay.
Well, they always try the price hikes other places and then they send them to us.
Correct.
All right. So the last one I wanted to ask, we didn't talk about this part, but what do you think about the comparison saying because there's not an X Pro, Series X Pro, that's the reason why Sony is like, we can charge $700 and y'all gonna pay?
Okay, I mean, no.
I mean, that's your business. It's
still consoles in the market. Like I look at it like you can't use that. That's not a good excuse. That's not a good excuse at all, in my opinion. And also one thing I did want to bring up though, what about the people that's comparing the Steam Deck and the
price of the Steam Deck or whatever?
I'm like, mobile devices has traditionally been more expensive because they're harder to manufacture, those little tiny little pieces and stuff like that. Like
my thing though is like, I'm not in a box. I can play whatever. I can literally play PlayStation
that's true.
games,
Steam Deck
Xbox
can play every PC. Yeah. It's a PC. So I mean, to me, that price is more justifiable than. Well, good point. That's a great point.
Yeah, like I'm not pigeonholed into just their ecosystem with the Steam Deck, so I'd pay a little more. And plus, like I'm getting a handheld PC. I'm not getting an Sony only box. So yes, I would be more inclined to pay for that.
So the Sony only coalition needs to like huddle up together and make consistent thoughts of what the expectation of this Pro should be. Because even though we clown and we nitpicking and I'm shitting on the Pro, if you're a fan of that platform, you gotta speak with your voice if you're spending extra money on a product and it doesn't meet your expectations. Because you can't be capping on the app because it's gonna cost you. So
in the long run, right?
It's gonna cost you in the long run. You please, if you get it, if you like it, I want to hear your feedback because that's important. Don't let like people say, don't try to keep up with the Joneses and just get the Pro to get a screenshot. You can show it to the people. Be a real gamer. If you want to go get it, go get it. If you want to spend the extra, go get it. But also, if there's some issues with that product, let it be known. Don't hide it inside and just keep it cool for the internet. You got to be transparent all around.
Okay. So moving on to the next topic, Ubisoft has been struggling, right? Like we talked about it last week with their less than optimal sales with Star Wars Outlaws, and the next game that they have coming out is going to be the Assassin's Creed title, which has had a ton of like shit surrounding it, right? Because our community is filled with racist people. So their stocks have slumped. And I've even seen people like Jen talking about like, is it time to buy? Because it's like $12 right now. Okay.
That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. Pick up a few shares.
You know what I mean?
Like, shoot, right? And Assassin's Creed ain't even dropped yet. Like, let me go ahead and get a few of some of these shares.
Yeah. So it might be the time to go ahead and buy some shares. But what do you guys think? Because usually when we see stuff like this, we unfortunately start to see layoffs and reorgs, right? Happening. So, how do you guys feel about that?
Man, it's unfortunate because Ubisoft is huge, man. I just really hope they find some footing, like and some stability.
Yeah, because they're asking them to go private, to basically come out of a public.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that bad if you're trying to go private.
Yeah, it has to be bad, right? If they're
sometimes companies do that though to kind of
reset.
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah.
And I think that's probably why the investor is asking for that, right? Because they don't want to lose all their money. So they're like, hey, let's take a pause. But yeah, CHAREECE.
Or if they feel like they're not going to be able to provide shareholders with their return. Like, that's another reason why they do it. It's like, okay, we're not going to be able to pay all these people back the money they invested in. Right. Let's just pour this money back into ourselves and figure it out or go public later or something like that. So, I don't know. We'll see.
So, Ubisoft is of course, French-owned company. Usually 51% of the company is held by one family. The rest of it is, whoever buys it or whatever.
Yeah.
In my late night readings and shenanigans, I had heard that this was applied 10-4 hat time, people.
Oh,
for the family to buy back the stock to take it private. And I was like, I don't know stock market that well, but I'm more of a reader, that type. So I was like, that sounds interesting. But I did hear that people wanted to go bite private, but that the family was thinking about just taking it all back to amongst themselves. But again, a couple years ago, we didn't want the family in charge anyway, because remember they were having lawsuits and for sexual harassments left and right out the yin yang. So honestly, I don't know, unless a new generation of the family has come on board. I don't know what's going to happen. And when Assassin's Creed do drop, I do expect those shares to go back up because that game is looking very nice, regardless of what the racist idiots are saying. And I had, like I said, I got my $200 special edition pack with the statue, which I will be playing right here. Also a birthday game. So we'll see in like 2.5 months what it's looking like. But again, 10-4 hat time. Large grade out. It's like October 21st, 22nd.
Yeah, we're already in September, so that's like a month and a half.
Hey, no, because you gotta give it the time. You like the reviews to come through when people start playing the game. Then that's all.
CHAREECE, it's the 14th.
Look here, is it the 14th? Oh my god!
Yeah, this month is going by quick.
Yeah, it's
remember, as soon as it hits September, it'd be like October, November, December.
Maybe because I'm already seeing Halloween stuff. Like,
listen, it's the bird months. It's the bird months.
Yeah.
We got a person down the street. They junk already decked out Halloween.
I already got shit in the living room. I already posted and told people it costs $0 to mind your fucking business when I put on my decorations. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that it's too early. My house, mind your business.
Lord. But yeah, so
I'm gonna need pictures. You feel me?
Honestly, I should be in the home improvement section.
Look, I got these magnets that are gonna go on my garage to make it look like witches are brewing a potion.
Yeah.
Ooh. I got bats to go around my door. I have hanging witches hats that'll be in the hallway here, along with candles that I can flick on and off with a wand. Look.
Oh, she ready.
Oh yeah, she ready.
Look.
But yeah, we gonna see. I know I'm still enjoying my game, so.
All right. So another one, which was kind of like saddening, right? The Annapurna collapse. That's how you say it? Annapurna, I want to say. How do you say that?
Yeah,
so they're telling developers that the firm is going to honor their existing contracts, but apparently they're going to be shutting down. And these people, they were going to be working on Control 2, Wanderstop, and Mixtape, which are among projects that are unaffected, but everything else apparently is going to go. And did you guys have a chance to take a look at that one?
This whole issue, so you had a beef, your the founder's daughter and the CEO or somebody had conflict or whatever, and the whole company walked. Like, that's crazy.
Wait, elaborate. What happened?
This is Dave's
I
case, right?
haven't heard this one. I haven't heard that. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I haven't heard that part. That's not on this article.
No, that's what
Go ahead. Tell us what you heard.
Found out. What y'all
Right.
found out?
Y'all, okay, another tinfoil hat time. Which
Oh
is
my
not
gosh,
really-
Charisse.
it's a small tinfoil hat. So in my readings, again, y'all, I read weird shit. They was trying to get a contract together. If I'm reading the right company, I'm not. Somebody correct me in the chat, and they couldn't come to terms with it, and the whole company walked.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like.
I think
what
that's
kind
the one that you posted, Delilah.
Yeah.
What? Hold on, let me go back and look.
I want to say, because the one that I did was different, but I remember the one that somebody else posted was talking about it, that they had walked. Maybe it was in the general chat.
Jizzle
was the one, yeah. So the entire staff at Annapurna
Okay.
Active resigned this month following a dispute with its owner. Confirmed that they had
owner's
explored
daughter.
a spinoff and said the parties failed to reach an agreement, which led to resignation.
Like,
So
The whole company, though.
yeah,
whole
that's
company.
wild. Yeah.
Okay, so their publishing arm is still intact. Basically, that's why they said, okay, Control 2, Wonder Stop, and Mixtape among the projects unaffected by the Annapurna Interactive. Okay. So you saying that they couldn't come agreement then fell through, basically, just to be short.
Yeah.
And the everybody walked because of that.
Yes.
Interesting.
I don't
That's
see
a
how
lot.
all these things are not going to be affected, though.
That part. That's why I couldn't figure out. Like, I didn't understand that.
Well, we don't know how the company is structured. Like, if you think about companies, sometimes they have different divisions, and so maybe they got a publishing arm and then a development arm and then a movie and entertainment arm, and so maybe those other two are kind of the ones that walked, and then they started keeping their publishing arm. Like, I mean, this is pure speculation. I have absolutely no idea.
Right.
No, for what I'm heard, the whole company walked out.
The video game team resigns. It's just a video game team. That's what I'm saying. This is what I mean. Like, I don't know how we see. The thing is, we would have to do some digging to find out how the company's structured. Because if they're saying that, the kind of games the newer games that we're publishing, Control 2, we don't know how long that game's been in development.
Okay, so
we don't know when that's. Go ahead.
The entire staff at Annapurna Interactive, the video game publishing division of Megan Ellison's Annapurna Studio, resigned this month following a dispute with its owner. So it's the video game publishing division.
That's everybody, is what you're saying.
I'm just reading. This is from Bloomberg.
Again, so like, I don't know how they
What?
said that none of the games are affected, but like, baby, who's answering the phones? Like,
yeah, because it says it's leaving partners scrambling, because now partners are like, well, what the fuck? So all 25 members
They quit. They said that they just quit.
Yeah, they walked out. They were all resigned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all 25 members.
I'm gonna tell you right now. They said, "Look, I'm tired of this shit. I'm out." Y'all, I get
You
that's the only way.
If you CEO and then look,
yeah, because they're the publisher.
That sounds more deep rooted. That sounds so much more.
Well, all these developing projects are still being developed, is what it sounds like. But the publishing.
So now these games gonna find new publishers, right?
They're probably gonna start.
According to them, no. According to them, they're saying it's not affected. So maybe that's it, Boogie. Maybe that's what they're gonna do. Like, we're gonna find people to pick up these games. So y'all don't worry. We're gonna figure it out. Like, maybe that's what they're trying to buy time in order to cut some deals.
Yep.
Because it says that it's unaffected. They said Control 2 unaffected.
It says the exodus has led to chaos as game developers partnered with Annapurna trying to figure out what this means for other upcoming projects. And what's crazy too is that so we know how contract law works, right? Well, I do, at least. I love contract law.
Yeah.
But the way contracts could be written is that Annapurna can use this mass exodus possibly to say, okay, well, now we can release you guys from our publishing contracts, which then leaves the developers in a space where now they have to search for someone else to publish their game. So they may not have a duty to put them in line with a new publisher. They may not even have a duty to release them when the game is finished.
I have no words for this. I honestly don't know, because I just, it's like, dude, when have we ever seen this? Because it's always been like where, you know, you had a company, they lay off a bunch of folks, and this is different. This is completely like the people that work there chose to do this. So this is very different.
So it'd be like if CHAREECE, if your favorite author or one of your dependable authors, right, had a book ready to go, and they can no longer put it out because the people who publish
been there and done that. Can you tell? I can tell you the anguish I went through when the week I spent digging through their Instagram, their Facebook page, their website, the publish, looking for what the hell happened to my book. Sorry, flashback.
Right, and so the book just never got published, right?
Never got published.
Instance, yeah.
Oh damn.
So
because you don't know what the contract is. You don't know how they're tied together, and everybody may not have the same ties.
So do we know if them saying that, oh yeah, this is unaffected, if that's that's the definitive truth?
Well,
like
we won't know that, because them saying that could harm these other people getting news.
They can't even say whether it's going to fail or not. I got you.
Right.
That's
yeah. So
y'all know me. I loved Control. I love Control. I thought it was a great game.
And somebody's gonna pick up Control too. You know what I mean? Like
even
mixtape, I think. And I think that's why they say these ones, right? Like all the ones they named, that they're saying like these won't be a problem, because in reality, if someone else had to pick them up, it wouldn't be a problem, and it wouldn't be a hard sell for them or anything like that. But these other games,
the smaller,
are they going to be able to be picked up?
So it's because the first Control was published by 505 Games, and so it's like, and it's Remedy. Remedy, I mean, they're a known name. I'm pretty sure they'll find another publisher to pick them up.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So,
and even Mixtape, right? Because their first game had a great reception. So it's like, or their last game, I can't remember if that was the
Artful Escape.
Yeah. So that had a great reception. So I doubt it's going to have trouble. But then you worry about all these other ones. Because we know the way things tend to work is that the lower guy on the totem pole usually gets so it'll be something to watch as we continue with our news that we're always looking at.
So Jizzle put some more information in the chat. He said the reason Control 2 is probably not impacted is because that deal is mainly for the media, and this doesn't impact Annapurna's film and media division. I don't think. Annapurna was not publishing Control 2. They just had media rights and were going to contribute to certain costs.
Yeah.
So maybe they were like going to probably cut a TV show
what we were
deal.
saying, like these ones, you could tell that they wouldn't have a problem, right? Like, so it's almost like you basically said the ones that are already good to go aren't going to have a problem, but then what does it mean for everybody else that you have underneath you, right? Because I think they said they're also have publishing for a Blade Runner game supposed to be coming out.
So the TV. So maybe it was like, okay, we're going to have to. They're still doing TV shows and stuff for it. I mean, maybe that's it, because that makes sense to me now. Like, okay, if it's only just the game division, then I get it, because then they still doing media and movies. So, boom, right? I mean,
yeah. Lady, you want to get this next one before we transition to the next topic?
Yes, ma'am.
This is going to be our last topic, and then we'll get into titty bitties.
All right. Bunty with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, lady.
I know. I see that. So maybe it was two. Maybe that one was just short.
Okay.
Well,
damn.
Good afternoon, ladies.
It's a feature.
Right.
When is the YouTube membership coming? Just got up, but I'll watch it a little later. Have a great Saturday. Keep up the good work. Oh,
yeah, Patreon, sir.
We have Patreon. That's still an ongoing discussion, because it's like we get more return on Patreon than we do through YouTube membership. that's the only reason why we've kind of stuck with Patreon versus YouTube membership.
Some people want it, some people are on the fence. So it's like this. Trust me. The topic has been discussed.
Yeah. We'll look back at it. I think it's time to really revisit it.
So for the last topic I had, I thought it was kind of funny because when they announced these new rules, I think there was like a huge uproar and everything like that. And I find it funny too that not a lot of people are commenting on this. I did see it within Game Industry Biz, but I haven't seen a lot of the major industry media folks talking about this because it was, it's a huge story to me. But Unity finally cancels its runtime fees. So if you remember, they had announced that they were going to be charging people running time fees along with, the fee to use Unity, right? And even it really was going to affect a lot of the smaller, right, developers and stuff like that. But what their official statement is that after deep consultation with its community customers and partners, that they're going to be ending. So last September is when they said they're going to impose this fee, and back to another year later, they're stopping it. All right, I'm going to cough real quick. You guys discuss.
I remember us talking about this when it first popped off, and we were like, you know what, we're going to check on this in like 6 months to a year to see how they're still looking. And look, almost a year to the date, they basically went back on the word.
Roll back, yes.
My bad. My
bad.
Yeah.
I guess good on them.
They said I was just playing.
I was like,
said sight.
I guess, good job.
Hopefully we'll keep some more.
I want to add. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to see, since there's no runtime, more studios, maybe the smaller ones will have, more time, to work those kinks in their games. I think it's good for them. I think it's good.
And I think it's funny, right? Because like now, a year later, that like the CEO is saying that the fee conflicted with the company's core mission to democratize game development. Like, how did you not see that before you implemented said fee?
Because the suits upstairs was like, charge their ass. And then when they charged them, they know they wasn't getting that much return, or they wasn't getting as much, traffic.
I think they saw people leave.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Is that they instituted this fee and they saw people leave, and now they're like, fuck.
Yeah.
My question is, even in any business that I have been involved with, you always have, Delilah and Boogie probably know the correct term it is, but don't you probably do a cost effectiveness where it's like, hey, if we raise the price this much, how much is it going to cost us in the long run? Because people is going to not like this price increase. Some people might leave, and some people might cut back on services. So
the problem with that is that typically when people present these type of ideas, they don't talk about the possibility of people leaving. They tend to highlight the sell points and to muddle the low points so that it looks as appeasing as possible to the person that they are presenting said idea to.
I have a theory.
Go ahead, ma'am.
I think you know what's better than getting money off of runtime fees? I think having a good game run on Unity. I think they want to get more people there. The tinfoil hat time. I think they want more people to use their engines so they can get that it might be a new hit game somewhere with the back of that. And I think they want that big advertisement for that game that might come through without charging those runtime fees. That's just a tinfoil hat moment, though.
Well, see, I don't know, because I feel like Unity has always been. Every time I think of Unity, I think of indie games, right? I think of course, they got some AAA and AA games that use Unity, but I always think of indie, easy, like low barrier entry. You just download it, get going. But now, the way the landscape is, the entry is the same. It used to be where you had to pay a large amount to get to use Unreal Engine, and Unity was like the free kid. Like you can get on Unity, make your game, boom, boom. And now they got Godot, they got all these other indie based engines that people can jump to. So I'm pretty sure that when this happened, when they announced those fees, like this time last year, that people moved to like Godot or some other indie based 2D isometric engine, because we know it was a media storm a little bit for them when this happened, when they announced these fees, because if you have for the longest time, they weren't charging entry fees or any runtime fees and all that stuff. And then so to put that in play, it made people who don't only have a large amount of startup costs be like, I can't afford that. I can't I can't use this engine anymore. And so they would move their game to a different engine because they don't have the money to pay those fees. And I'm pretty sure it took a while, but they saw the backlash of that, like monetarily.
Exactly.
And I think that's just the nature of it.
On top of losing that, right? When these games come out and they're great and they get to say they were built on their engine, that's marketing for them.
Yep.
So not only are you missing out on consumers, you're missing out on future marketing.
Because I'll tell you now, like even what I'm working on, like I'm using Unreal Engine. I'm not messing around with Unity. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Unity is is very bare bone to me, and to me it has a straight focus. It's indie to me. I just think indie with it. I don't know why, but that I do, and I know people make other type of games, but that's what I think of when I think of Unity. And so and now Unreal has caught up. Basically, Unreal has. They have packages for like mobile games and indie based tool sets and stuff like that. So look, you can't play around with your pricing model and everybody's caught up. Like you just can't. Like it's no longer free. Like because even Unreal is like you can just jump in there. It's free. So
and I think didn't when this announcement first happened, didn't Unreal say basically like come on
yeah, we don't charge that, we don't do that, come on over here. But see, you gotta think about it. Unreal is a different beast in all its own because they have their own publishing. They publish their own games. They develop their own games. So it's like Unity doesn't do this. Unity doesn't have they're not publishing games, and they're not developing games, stuff like that. So where are they bringing in revenue? Where are they bringing in money? And so that's how they looked at it. Like, okay, we can charge this runtime fee on our engine. So that's where they just tried to make a bit more money because I'm pretty sure it's costly. And for me, when I see things like that, I always think then if you can't compete in that fashion, then you should probably be a nonprofit. Like try to be a nonprofit, offer it as like a service. That's how these Godots and all these other things come about. It's like offered as like an open source based platform that people can just contribute to and make money through donations, because trying to figure out how to charge for something that was traditionally free is difficult.
Right. Especially when it's like years and years of being free, All right. So that was the last topic that we have for today, and it's almost food o'clock. So we're going to get into titty bitties. Yeah. I always look at Delilah's face. So I had a couple of them, and then you guys can throw some in. So there was an announcement this week that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse Part 2 has been like 80% scrapped, 80-90%, something like that, and it's now not expected to be delivered until sometime in 2027.
That hurts.
And what I have to say about that is this is what happens when you fire someone that was integral to the project.
Wait, who got fired?
So one of the main people who built the art and everything for the original Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was let go before the first Spider-Man came out. Then it became huge, and they tried to hire people to continue that work. And so I think this is also going to happen with X-Men 97. Just saying.
Don't say that.
Oh, don't say that. Oh my gosh.
Y'all let go of the main writer who basically developed the story that was the hit.
I think season 2 is going to be fine. And season 3, we're really going to have issues.
Right. Because I think he had most of season 2 done. And then that was it.
Yeah. So we're really going to have issues, the tail part of season 2.
Right. So like once halfway season 2 is done, I'm gonna be really looking to see how they go.
Once that head writer announcement change on those credits,
Right.
I'm going back like,
yeah. Next for me is Agatha, starts September 18th. So 4 days. I'm super excited about this series. I cannot wait. I can't remember the woman's name, but I freaking love her. She's such a great actress, and I think she gets this part down, and which is hilarious, right? Because this wasn't even supposed to be anything. Agatha wasn't supposed to be anything. She was just supposed to be a character in the show. That was it.
Yo, she doing her job then. You know what I mean? That's it.
And all the people that they got to play the other witches, so CHAREECE, I think I put this in Instagram, but you probably forgot about it. So one of the witches was in Legion. So the girl, you know, the one that has like, I don't know how to say this. She has kind of like the creepy eyes. She's the one who reminds you of like The Craft, the girl from The Craft. You know what I mean?
The crazy one?
Yeah. So she's that person. You know what I'm talking about?
I do, but I sort of don't because it's been a while since I watched Legion.
All right. So she was his girlfriend in Legion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right.
And she's in Agatha?
And she's in Agatha.
Mm-hmm.
And she playing the same character.
So I was like, we just not gonna talk about this
again. if she playing the same character,
I don't think she's playing. I don't think she was a witch in Legion. But anyways, she was in Legion, and I was just like, when I was watching the trailer again the other day, I'm like, this lady was in Legion. So yeah, I thought that was super interesting. Rumor time. Apparently Marvel is set to cancel either Blade or Armor Wars within the coming months.
No, stop playing. Ugh.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Blade. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Blade.
Yo,
I'll be so mad if that rumor is true.
Honestly, at this
but if you've been following Blade,
they done wrote it like a gazillion times.
And they've been talking about how what's name is going to be leaving, like how he's been talking about leaving because of all the issues. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be Blade.
Don't hurt me like that, man. Y'all, man, oh my God.
Yo, did I send this to you or did you send this to me? Like
I sent it to you.
Yeah. I sent you the one about the how Wanda was supposed to be wrote, and you didn't want to read that one.
Right, and I didn't even read that shit because I was pissed.
Yeah. This one right here kind of hurts the soul. I just want to point out that both of these shows, Blade and Armor Wars, are supposed to be black led, so that kind of hurt me also. Because apparently we finna get a Spider-Man 4. No offense, I don't really care right now.
Right, because we were supposed to stop at 3.
That part, like that was the whole point that it was 3, and you had everybody come together. Like let that shit go. Oh, I don't know. It's like we
y'all, it's about the money. Come on, y'all know.
Yeah, because just like you have people like my thing is like y'all don't even know what the fuck you want, right? Because the consumers talk about how they want to see different stories, but then as soon as they start showing different stories, then they're like, well, it's not like the main story. Like if I hear one more fucking person talk about Star Wars and say you can't compare anybody to Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker is not the only person in the fucking universe. Okay? We're talking about an entire universe.
What gets me about the people who talk about Star Wars is that they've only seen the movies. Like they refuse to read any of the books. They don't read any of the comics, the graphic novels, whatever. They don't want.
I know you never read anything but Spider-Man. That's how I know. You don't know none of the stories but Spider-Man. That's why.
And don't know they don't know the side cuts. They just know the main things. Like, dude, come to me when you can actually know something else besides what you saw on like on a Cliff Notes version. I don't know. We've tried. Like, I'm still hurt over Eternals. I am still so hurt over Eternals. Yeah. Anything that is not cis white and male, people get upset about it, and we are never going to see anything different on our television or movie screens. Like, there are other stories out here in this universe that can be told people.
Right.
Y'all pissing me
off.
X-Men,
I'm like, y'all don't even understand that X-Men was written to show the Black Flight. Like that's how they came up with the concept of X-Men.
Don't tell them that now.
Like, but if you
but to be fair, they don't care. They don't care though. They don't care, Boogie. I just have to tell you straight up. Like, they don't care.
What are you gonna call me?
Nala, my dog name. So sorry.
You're good.
She popped in my head on somehow. I don't know. But
It's all right. It lets me know you getting old, but all right.
yeah, that's kind of messed up. My
Sound
bad.
like my mom, right? Like Sierra, Augie, Lauren.
Like she'll get that sooner or
My
later.
mom does that too.
Yeah.
She called me my sister's name, my brother, every name.
Yep. Everybody, whoever, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, and then the last one is Jared Leto. It was announced to play Skeletor in Masters of the Universe, and people are already in an uproar. And I'm like, y'all need to leave that man alone.
Wait, who? What actor?
Just the man that he was Joker in Batman.
And he wasn't a bad Joker. I don't
Really
think
He wasn't.
he wasn't a bad.
Oh yeah, no, I'm okay with him playing that. Actually,
I'm okay.
he wasn't bad. It was just different. That's just it. It wasn't to me. He wasn't bad. It was just different.
But I felt like it felt with the it went with this.
It worked with that universe, right? Yeah. The way they did it. Yes.
As my daughter say, if Joker had grew up listening to hip hop, that would be Joker. that if he had grew up listening to 90s hip hop,
right,
that would be your Joker.
Joker listening to Eminem?
Yes.
There
you go. And he grew up listening to Ice Cube and all that stuff.
Right.
NWO, fuck the police.
Joker.
That's that Joker. Yeah. And they didn't like that because they could see that.
Right.
Like, dude had grill and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was.
No, I think
scary too. He was scary. Like I don't understand why people don't understand that.
Mechanic. I'm pretty sure it's an animated series, and he's playing the voice, which I feel like he would be fine with the voice of Skeletor. Anywho's, it's probably gonna get hate.
I just feel like people complain these days, man. They complain.
Yes, they are.
Just because they can. Just because they can.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that companies are using it as metrics to stop and start stuff.
No, I'm like, don't y'all know the internet not real?
The only thing I like about him getting his voice, again, nothing to him. It's just that, again, the voice actors are having a strike right now. All of a sudden, now we are announcing that he's going to be playing the voice in this. And I'm like, so did you go around the voice actors to get this lead, or was he actually
maybe it was done before?
It was going to be, I feel like for something like this, they're probably not going to use regular voice actors, but at the same time, wouldn't he still be considered part of the actors?
I don't know, because there's an extra screen and there's a voice actor, so I don't know if they have overlap or if there's just strictly separate. I don't know about that part.
Yeah. Anyways, it's coming, so y'all better get ready. Does anybody else have any tidbits?
I don't.
All right.
Go to Aruba.
Okay. She make it sound like you about to go to the grocery store. Go to Aruba. All right, Miss Reese, you got any tidbits?
I finally got my book in.
Oh yeah, I have mine too.
I'm gonna start reading it sometime next week, I guess.
Here,
right here. Yeah. Look at us. Twinsies.
Look at y'all with the books.
I know, right? So I'm low-key upset, so that the whole thing is not in color, just the first couple of pages.
What? That's weird.
They do that sometimes, and I hate it.
They're like, okay, we ain't gonna color the rest. We good.
Literally like 3 pages. And what?
That's hilarious.
Why?
Stop?
And then
it's like they ran out of
the whole book
like,
is regular, which again, no problem with it. It's just low-key makes me mad. And the reason it took so long to get here, but so let me tell y'all, this is how stupid I am. Well, not stupid, but I pre-order books as soon as they're announced on Amazon. So say a book doesn't come out till May of 2025. I pre-ordered that 6 months ago. So I don't know when shit is coming until Alexa lets me know. And this book has already been out because Boogie had hers like 4 days before I got mine. Amazon waited.
I didn't even pre-order it.
Yeah. Amazon waited until another book I had pre-ordered came out and shipped them together when I should have already, had my book.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm like, nobody told y'all to do that. I didn't check what's the called before you get it
the combined kind of thing.
Yeah, I didn't check that. But I thought it was funny. Like, go.
So just really quickly, we're talking about Jokers. Just because out of the people who have played Joker, that Jared Leto is the lowest of all those doesn't mean that he's a bad Joker. He has stiff competition. There have been some great Jokers out there. I just don't believe that he's a bad Joker.
He's not. He just didn't give much to work
He's
with.
a great actor in general. Like I don't understand why people give him so much.
Yeah, me too, right? But he can act.
He's
Y'all be letting fucking old boy running around as Batman, fucking watching him wait for punches coming at his ass and shit. But that's okay.
Oh my gosh.
He's the worst fucking Batman.
What about Val Kilmer? Val Kilmer? We're not gonna talk about Val Kilmer.
No. Val Kilmer was a.
At least he was handsome. At least he was handsome. Like
I did not believe him as. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Batman. I'm thinking about Batman.
We're talking about Batman too.
We're talking about Batman.
That's just
Twilight Batman. I mean, he all right. I like the movie more than I like him as being a Batman. Put it that way.
Which one?
The Twilight Batman.
Oh yeah. No, I love that movie.
Patterson.
Yeah, that movie was like.
The movie was
great.
great.
They had the music and shit, and I was just like, "Yo, this is."
Yeah, it made
he was a better Batman.
He was like that was fire.
Yeah,
I just didn't. Him as Batman. Yeah, I mean,
I didn't like George
serviceable, but the
story.
I didn't like George Clooney.
Man.
I didn't like it.
Oh, I like Clooney.
No, I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
All right. Well, apparently we need to stop this conversation.
I like Christian Bale until he started doing the Batman voice. Then I'm like,
that part, like,
yeah,
it don't fit.
But other than that, he's great, right? It's just like he started the Batman voice.
His love interest was the worst, though. He had the worst.
I didn't like any of them.
I was like, why are we selling her like she's somebody else?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call her ugly, but why are we selling her?
That's a good way to say it. That's a good way to say it.
Yeah.
Man.
I was like, for real?
Oh no, but you're right. Kevin Carver is the best.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely. Why should we run away then?
Because people don't want to include him because he's animated, but like,
but baby, he was Gotham.
Yeah,
he was Bruce Wayne.
Yes,
that's
iconic voice.
Just like what's his name played the Joker. He played a great Joker.
Yeah, Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
But the animations tend to be better, right?
Especially for DC. I don't care. I don't care what it is. DC always has top tier animation.
Why can't they get their shit together?
I have no idea. No clue.
They had one animated movie that I didn't like. Batman. It was like a little spin-off movie that I didn't like on Netflix. But outside of that, yeah, you're right. They're
about to have some more stuff coming. I want to say right now they have an anime DC that's on Max, and they're supposed to have another. I want Batman Beyond, right, CHAREECE?
I heard something about Batman Beyond, but I'm not totally sure. I'm kind of.
And I love Batman Beyond when I was younger.
Me too. So good.
All right, food o'clock, y'all.
Right. Absolutely. I don't know what y'all eating today. Y'all thought about it?
I got a Philly cheesesteak and some fries from yesterday. I'm gonna put that bitch in the air fryer. It's gonna be brand new.
I either want wings or tacos.
Tacos.
Mm-hmm. I feel that. I had tacos day before yesterday.
I've been having a lot of guacamole lately, though. So
I do like that.
She's leaning towards wings.
I'm thinking about doing a braised short rib.
That sounds good too.
Yeah, I get some recipe I saw on YouTube, and I'm like, I gotta try it. I gotta make these. Like,
I saw one where they put short ribs in the air fryer. And
what?
I was like, yeah. I was like,
I think we're gonna the pot on the stove. I want to even air fry, like doing the air fryer.
Right.
I'm about to look that up now. To my air fryer, you know me, I'm quick to throw something in the air fryer.
Hell yeah, me too. I'm like, yo, air fryer for the win.
Yep.
All
right.
You first, Miss Delilah.
Oh yeah, sure. So y'all know y'all can y'all know where to find me. I hope on Twitter for sure, on Threads, same name, Delilah_HD.
Right. Come to Threads, y'all.
I ain't fully transitioned over. I need to though. I need to because Twitter is becoming ridiculous.
It's such a silo.
It's becoming that way. And if you don't agree with people, they go crazy and they send you all these and hate mail, and it's just like, come on, man. And now it's just out there. And then I feel like Leon, because his nickname is Leon now. So I feel like Leon is.
His nickname is Leon.
Who do you think?
I don't know, because I just got done reading a series.
Musk.
The guy's name is Leon.
Musk.
So,
Mr. Musk.
Why we calling him Leon?
It's a running joke on Twitter, Leon. But anyway, so Leon is. I feel like he's now using it as like his own propaganda machine.
He been since day one.
So it's like
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know what's happening. And y'all know Twitter used to be my favorite platform.
Yeah.
Now I'm like,
I'm seeing some of the same stuff that we had at the beginning of Twitter on Threads, where
early Twitter days.
Where you get a lot of knowledge sharing and stuff like that happening. And it seems to really be like, I see a lot of people that I've never seen before that pop up on my timeline.
Yeah. So my husband, he uses TikTok sometimes. So I'm like, I've been trying to. He's been sending me stuff from TikTok.
Yeah.
So I've been slowly like looking at stuff over there, looking at stuff on YouTube, and then I'm about to get back on Insta or something and Threads because like, it's getting crazy. A little too much crazy for my liking, put it that way. And so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's where to find me. And thanks everyone for being here with us, and tell people about the show, share it, help us out, like the show. Look, we get a lot of people that watch the show but don't like it for whatever reason. If you don't like it, fine, but give us a like thumbs up, thumbs down, don't care. Just interact, man. Just interact. It helps.
Clicky. You know, we see we got 23 people in here right now. I only see 9 thumbs up. So if it's a thumbs down, that too.
It just let YouTube know that people are interacting with the show for throughout the duration of the show. So yeah, please. And so we'll catch y'all on the next one. Well, I will for sure. But.
All right, Miss Lady.
All right, thank you so much for coming through. You know where I be at: TikTok, Insta, everything. Lady Infamous 415. Probably today either we'll do Black Myth Wukong, Towerborn.
Towerborn was fire, by the way. I was watching the whole time you was playing through the show. I'm definitely jumping in. So I'm playing that today. I'm gonna have to try.
And it's 4-player. It's 4-player co-op. It's 4-player co-op, and it's under $25.
And it's on Game. I thought it was on Game Pass. It's on Steam right now. Dang it!
Yeah, it's on Steam. It's not on
got crossplay.
It got. I don't know. Does it? It should have crossplay
on Steam.
Then I started on Steam and then switch it over. You feel me? Let's see.
Okay, so
we need a game night. So
Towerborn or Black Myth Wukong or Space Marines Warhammer. Today.
So I ended up getting Space Marines on the Xbox because I had a $50 gift certificate.
Nice. Okay, nice. So we'll probably do one of those tonight. And thank you so much for stopping by. And tell the world we here. We always been here. We've been here. So. Just thank you so much. Oh, and shout out to the chats. Without y'all, it ain't us. So thank y'all for coming through.
All right, Miss CHAREECE.
All right, it's your girl CHAREECE here. Thank y'all for coming through. As always, love chatting with the ladies. The chat has been awesome because y'all are. I like how y'all gave Ranger 4 help on his spaceships in Starfield. Y'all thought I didn't catch that, but I caught it. Yeah. Of course, I am on Threads now more. Twitter, I just look and find shit and send it to the ladies because we be gossiping. But yeah, so y'all, I'm always open if anybody wants to chat or whatever. But life be lifing. I'm gonna try to do some more Alien Isolation tomorrow night.
How many hours you got left?
6.
You're only done 2.
Only done 2. But yeah. Pray for me. Pray for my sanity. Pray I don't get got.
You will get got. If you don't defend yourself and fight back, you're going to get got.
How am I supposed to fight back against the alien?
That's the aliens I'm worried about.
Right. Oh my God, that's even worse.
Right, the people.
You got to fight back.
Oh my God. Anyway, it's your girl CHAREECE. Y'all remember to wash your ass, and it's still hot out here. We'll see y'all next week.
Mm-hmm. All right, and it's LBOOGIE 0208. Lady, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see Towerborn as being able to be bought on Xbox.
No, it's on Steam.
It's on Steam.
Yeah, only on Steam.
I was trying to see if it was crossplay though. I couldn't find it.
Well, it's gonna be an Xbox Game Pass because it's being developed by Xbox Game Studio, so it'll be there eventually.
It should be crossplay, but the thing is, though, I think it's going to be a full wipe when it gets its full release free to play. It's going to probably be a full wipe. So
yeah, so they have a founders pack. Well, I don't think it's going to be a full wipe.
I found it. So yeah, it will be crossplay.
Okay.
So you can probably play it early access on Steam, and if they're doing this, I don't know if they're doing this or not. If you can transfer your character once the Xbox version come out, boom, and you're good.
Yeah, I'm fairly positive, right? Because it's the Xbox Studio game, and they typically
XGS
do that.
Yeah.
All right, but y'all can find me on Threads. I'm also on Instagram, but I don't really post as much. I'm usually just looking at shit, comedy videos, and book talk stuff. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, y'all can find me. You want to interact with me anytime. And other than that, thank you for coming. Thank you guys for interacting with us during the stream. I'm gonna try to get this one up into Spotify later on today. Other than that, y'all have a blessed weekend, right?
Bye.
All right, you saying bye, but you're not the person that clicked the button, so.
Well, damn. I thought, okay, let me push the button.
Yeah, no, I pushed the button.
Oh, you pushed the button.
Like,
okay,
you missed the host that pushed the button.
right, like, that's what I'm saying. She been doing it all the whole time. She hosting, lady hosting.
I'm hosting next week, y'all. I see y'all.